Hello, and welcome back to Pleasantview. It's been a while since the last video because I've been sick for a bit with a cold. So if you do hear something strange with my voice today, then it's probably just something from that time. Hopefully my voice won't break too much. We'll have to see about that. But for today's video, we're gonna follow Chandler Tellerman and La Shawn Cameron. And they very recently used to live over here in the condo district. But since Komei Tellerman was sent to the nursing home, he got too old and got sick, so he has to live there now. His wife Jan became all alone in this house over here. So I actually went ahead and moved both Chandler and La Shawn in already into this house. So yeah, we're gonna join them here and see what they get up to. So here we have the house, and I've just set it to winter properly. And all of them are sleeping in their beds right now. So things look pretty much like they did when we were last here. I think the only change is, of course, this room. That used to be Chandler's little brother Christopher's bedroom in the past, but that I changed to this room. Actually, this room where I have the treadmill, this is what room used to be Chandler's in the past, but it's just, I felt like it was too small for the both of them, so I made this into their bedroom instead. So I've sort of crammed in the stuff that they had from the previous house, the things that they kept, and put it like this. And I had to squeeze the bed slightly into the wall as well in order for them to be able to pass through here. And then their little dog's bed is here in the corner, so Cleo is sleeping here with her parents. And then, of course, Jan still has the master bedroom. I don't feel like Chandler would push her out of this room for any reason. As long as she lives in this house, she's going to have this room. But then, of course, we have 2 empty bedrooms here for other potential stuff. And then besides that, I think that things look basically the same as they did previously. So I was actually thinking that I was gonna give both Chandler and La Shawn a day off because I want them to get married today. We've seen them be engaged for a while. They've also attended Nina Caliente's dance studio to learn how to waltz. So I figure it's time. But the thing is that neither of them have any vacation days. So it doesn't really make sense that they would be able to do that. So instead, what I'm thinking now is that I'm gonna send them actually to work. And then instead of going with them to the clothing store to buy wedding clothes, I'm actually just gonna order that online to save some time instead. I think that's gonna make sense for them anyway. They're very, young and modern couple. These two, they have a lot of modern values, I think. So yeah, they're also very, career oriented. So yeah, I don't think they would skive off a day just to to do that. So let's just send them to work. So Chandler is actually gonna have to leave at 7, so that's very soon. I think I can ask them to go up and freshen up. So I'm gonna see what leftovers they have, because that should be the quickest breakfast. And of course, Jan can sleep in as long as she wants. She would like to woohoo with the 3rd sim. She's only ever woohooed with her husband, Komei, and then also with Brandon Lillard recently. But they agreed to just be friends. Nothing romantic there anyway. Okay, so something has reset with my game, so the food is actually cleared out. So I'm just gonna ask Chandler to have some, yeah, there it is, some cereal. And then La Shawn can go downstairs, clear out some of the leftovers here. Apparently the platters were fine though, but not the other stuff. Okay, great. So you can also have just a canapé of some sort. Yeah, but anyway, I was getting at is that, she's alone here besides her son and his fiancée, now that her husband isn't here anymore. So I think that loneliness is creeping in a little bit for her, since she's also a romance sim. She wants to have that sort of romantic relationship close by, I think. So I'm gonna keep my eyes peeled for some other fling that she can have potentially. But I know also that she would be very careful about it, because it was a very close call with Brandon. Her family doesn't know about it as much, but 3 of his family members caught them. Well, actually, yeah, Tosha actually caught them as well. So that is her daughter, now that I think about it. So yeah, very, very close call. So she doesn't want to risk damaging her relationship with her family, of course. Right, so I let them keep this car from, it was either Jan's or Komei's car. But I'm pretty sure this is the one that Chandler owns now. Yeah, he took over that car. And then La Shawn has this car that her and Chandler owned previous to this as well. And one of the cars I sold when they moved in here. Okay, he's wearing a suit, which he's not supposed to. Is he having the work outfit Stopinator? He does. So that is something that I've actually noticed with this. It seems that when they are sitting down to eat and then get the queued up to leave for work, it seems that it's not keeping them in the everyday outfit. But that's the only time I've noticed it. Okay, good. So he can drive to work, and La Shawn should join him very, very soon. She can just finish up here. It looks like the dogs are getting along. That's nice. Maybe just have her interact a bit with the new family dogs that she hasn't interacted a lot with before. Okay, great. So now La Shawn is also leaving for work. And so I've moved over to the Landgraab household, because we're gonna go with Malcolm to Landgraab Industries, of course. So far he's sleeping in with Dina here, and the children are also asleep. And of course we have a new addition to the family, and that is little Lord. And that is Romeo's puppy. Sadly, Romeo passed away yesterday, but he met a little friend at the dog park, and got little Lord and Lady. So that's a puppy that the Brunig family had. So they kept Lady, and little Lord went to Dina, of course. So it's going to be exciting to see what he ends up looking like when he grows up. And how similar it's going to be to his daddy as well. But Malcolm needs to be at work at 9. And I also want to send him a little bit earlier, just so that I can go to Randy's first and pick up some lunch. I also want to try out a new mod that I got recently from a mod recommendation video that Belladova made. It was really, really very well made video with a lot of great new mod tips. So I can really recommend checking out her channel for those videos. But it is one that changes how the gardener works. So the mod contained a lot of different changes for gardening altogether. So for example, they have this duty that they can do, be a gardener, and so on. But it also affects how often the gardener comes. So you can pick that from a schedule. So I think that I probably had to redo it because they've had a gardener for a long time. So probably if I call service if I can. Let's see if that works. Gardener. Yeah, I can call gardener. Right. Okay, so I can actually change the schedule. Every 3 days. Do you want to change the schedule? Yes. So I would like the gardener to be here every day, I would say. Okay. Malcolm had an error for some reason. Okay. Yeah, so the gardener will be here every day instead. That's good. Right. Yeah, I feel like he should have time to eat breakfast though, so I'm gonna send him downstairs. Someone's left a dirty plate. Of course, Dina is not gonna clean that up, so I'm gonna have Malcolm do that. And then he can just have some, cream cheese canapé. And Dina, maybe walk downstairs and watch the news or something. Actually, this family doesn't have a lot of money in their pocket left. Of course, they are very wealthy, what with all of their assets and their companies and everything. But Malcolm has spent quite a lot of money in the other businesses that he's invested in. So yeah, he really needs them to start making a great profit, much greater than they've had so far. So I think that, today at work, he's going to focus the team a lot on, bringing in some money from writing articles, probably. It's going to be a good idea. No more investments for a while. So I'm getting some strange error messages for some reason. Gonna have to check out what that was later. Archie's also getting it. And Alba's getting it again. I wonder if it's something that she's trying to do. Something queuing up. No, it's not showing me that. I can take a look at the log to see what it says. Yeah, actually it says it's some error with watering plants, so I think that it's probably relating to the new gardening mod. I wonder if it's conflicting with something like... I know I have a mod that allows them to water unreachable plants or something like that. Maybe that is what's messing things up. I'm gonna have to check that out after. Right, so Archie also needs to eat some breakfast. He can take care of this, the puppy pee puddle. Actually, do they have any leftovers? Yeah, looks like I need to occupy them. It'll be interesting to see if the gardener also get those errors. Yeah, she can also have some breakfast, so. Okay, it's the same issue in this house apparently. Great. So Malcolm is almost done. So I'm gonna send him over to Randy's. Because he was in the middle of leaving. He got the carpool anyway. Nice limousine. So here we have Malcolm arriving, but apparently Randy is in the way. And he's trying to pull in. There we go. Right, so they're gonna greet each other. First thing, makes sense. Right, so he's just gonna pick up lunch here. So why don't we take some nice fish this time? Gonna add that to the shopping bag. And go ahead and pay for items. Perfect. And then he can go ahead and drive to his office. And we have Malcolm arriving at work. Almost right on time. A little bit longer than necessary. I guess I shouldn't have had him eat breakfast for so long. Great, but then I can go ahead and summon in the workers. I have my sim blender here. And of course, if we take a look at the spreadsheet, this is what I'm working from. So we have Malcolm, the CEO, Lauren Lillard, the senior manager, Chandler and Beau, executive, and then Phoenix is the male technician, and La Shawn is the legal biller. So those are the sims that I'm gonna summon in. Oh yeah, actually, Lauren isn't called Lauren Lillard anymore. Her name is Lauren Miguel now. That's why I couldn't find her with the sim blender. Because she married Sophie. Yeah, so I updated it in my spreadsheet as well. Yeah, there we have her. Right, so let's see here. I think I'm gonna just stick to what I normally do and send them upstairs for a morning meeting. I feel like that makes sense for them to just, yeah, talk about what they should do today, basically, discuss strategies and such. And then, of course, Phoenix needs to be downstairs at the reception. So he can go ahead and start just working on his articles at once. Looks like he's working on the fashions and styles already, so I'm gonna let him keep doing that. Also, we already have a traffic jam here. Okay, so I think I need to redo that. So I'm just gonna let them sit here and speak for a bit. I think they were all pretty lonely, so that should take care of that social need for them. Except for Phoenix, of course, but yeah. He's gonna have some social time when it's lunch, so. The only bad thing about having them sit like this and talk around the table is that the relationship builds up so slowly. When they talk in a group, it's so much faster if it's just two sims conversing. So that's a bit annoying. I mean, yeah, especially if they don't have positive interactions, but I mean this though. This is quite the moment. So yeah, Chandler is blowing a kiss to Lauren, who's married and really not appreciative of that. I guess it's because she's so attractive. And then, yeah, of course, La Shawn is sitting right here. Oh my goodness. Perfect timing for that to happen, right? What with the wedding and everything. Well, looks like Chandler wants to congratulate her. Very awkward timing. But anyway, I feel like this should have some consequences. So let's just have them go over here. Okay, apparently Lauren is feeling done as well, so I'm just gonna send her to work at home. Ooh, she doesn't have anything that she's already working on. What does she need? She needs charisma, so I'm gonna have her do that. And I guess then Malcolm is also gonna leave because he probably don't want to be alone in a room together with Beau because things are pretty awkward between them as well. Last time Beau sort of confronted Malcolm when he overheard that he's gay and confessed as well that he is. Of course, he's in the closet, but yeah, both of them are. So it's very, very awkward. Malcolm hates the fact that he found his secret out in the way that he did. And caught him also in a vulnerable moment when Don had just broken things off with him. So yeah, it's very, very awkward between them right now. So Malcolm is going to flee up to his office for sure. And he actually needs to work more on logic technically, but it already has started on charisma, so I'm going to let him keep doing that then. And yeah, Beau actually is doing quite well with everything, but he needs more charisma, so I'm going to allow him to do that. And well, this isn't really a good spot for them to have a discussion because it's going to be in the, well, where everyone can hear. They can't go upstairs and talk because then Malcolm is going to be there, and they can't go here because Felix is going to be there. They can go into the lunchroom, I guess. So I'm just going to send Chandler and La Shawn down here. Oh, apparently Malcolm is going downstairs, and then probably he's going to take the elevator upstairs. Yeah, okay. Go here, and oh, they haven't even greeted each other yet, so let's start with that then. Yes, this is a very, awkward timing for this to happen, and also an awkward situation because, I mean, imagine if things go downhill from here. They're gonna still work together. Yeah, I guess that's why you don't want to have office romances. But yeah, she's angry, so she's gonna argue with him. But at least obviously Lauren wasn't into it, and I guess they can sort of shrug it off as a well, of course, La Shawn is feeling scorned, but I feel like it's pretty innocent compared to what it could have been. So he could just be arguing that he was joking around, So, but can he? He can't apologize. But I do have that sheet. All menus on. So I should be able to make him apologize anyway. Yeah, here it is. So if you use that sheet, if you enable it in your game, you have to change a game file to do it though, so it's a bit intense. But if you do and you turn it on, then you have all the options available. So he can actually apologize. It looks like she's forgiving him for it then. So I think that helped a bit. I do have a mod that makes the apologies more useful, or what it's called. So I can turn this off again. But still, it's a bit strained now. So I think I'm just gonna, have them go upstairs and keep working. Hopefully things can improve a bit before the wedding. Let's see. Actually, what does she need to work on? She has quite low skills, actually, overall. But of course, the Baroness says this for what she needs for this position. But I feel like she could also work on charisma. And then Chandler has pretty good charisma, actually. He should probably work on logic. He could need some of that, I think. There we go. So Phoenix is done with his article. Of course, since his hobby is arts and crafts, he has quite high creativity skill. And that is actually also something he will need if he wants to advance in the business career at a later point. So I feel like it's warranted that he would also work on a creativity article, and that is also going to give more money since he's better at it. So I'm going to let him do that, actually. So it's just 1 hour until I'm going to give them lunch, I think. So they can work for a bit more. I think that normally this corner here is pretty lively, especially with Chandler and La Shawn sitting next to each other. And I feel like Phoenix is coming upstairs a lot too, to just chat and hang out and, bring up the mail and fix the printing and prepare the meeting room for things as well, those kinds of things. So I think he's running upstairs quite a bit normally. But today, after what happened, I'm pretty sure that this corner is a lot more quiet than usual. Okay, so Malcolm is done with his article, and it's almost time for lunch. He's not really hungry yet, though, but yeah, I guess it's gonna serve lunch anyway. The others are hungry for sure. So let's bring out the food. And he can just use the bathroom, I think, and Phoenix can interrupt that and serve. I can actually start to bring these guys downstairs as well. Oh, why are you going upstairs again? This is a weird route. You were so close. Okay, Chandler, can you stop doing things with Lauren? Oh my god. Well. Okay, so you're going down again. Yeah, I guess you just wanted to stall because the table conversation is gonna be awkward or something. Are you ready to eat now? Okay, yeah, and Malcolm is already down because he's full, but I'm gonna just have him sit here. Or maybe actually he can be done with his lunch, and I'm gonna send him upstairs again to avoid Beau. He can be up here and play some golf for now. I don't think I've... Oh no, what now? Did I miss something again? But it doesn't look like they have a very negative relationship with Chandler anyway, so I think maybe it was just a bad interaction then. Let's hope. No, I feel like he would try to make it up to La Shawn though, so maybe he can like be a bit flirty with her. Let's see if she actually accepts it or not. Yeah, she does. Okay, good. That's comforting, anyway. See if he wants to feed her a bite. Okay, yeah, she's also accepting that, so things aren't as dire as they could be, I guess. They're building relationship quickly as well, so. Yes, I think I can send these guys back upstairs to keep working. Phoenix can actually just sit here and then take care of the dishes afterwards. And yeah, you can also go back upstairs. Yeah, and Chandler actually hasn't fallen in love with La Shawn yet either, which is also a thing. So that would be nice before the wedding as well, but yeah. One can only dream. Well, she can go back upstairs and keep working, and Chandler should also do so when he's done. There we go. And then Phoenix can take care of the dishes. Good, now this has filled up his social bar as well. So that's good. He's actually become friends with Beau. That's nice. His persistence has helped, apparently. Malcolm barely touched his food, but gonna clean it up anyway. Yeah, since he's gonna go upstairs anyway, I'm gonna have him take a coffee. So how long are they gonna stay here? Until 3, I think. Oh, he's gonna stay until 4. He's working on his putting skills up here. You're actually not gonna earn any money from that, Malcolm, so maybe you should go back to your articles. Yeah, let's keep working on charisma, I think. Okay, good, so Lauren is done. And she can keep working on another one then. Yes, it's a mix of some of them work until 3, some of them work until 4. I guess Malcolm is going to stay until 4 anyway. Beau is also done. Let's go ahead with the second one at once. He's still using this slot. I was so sure that I put in a slot blocker last time. I guess maybe there were several slots here. Yeah, now he can't even put it there, but apparently he will probably put it inside of the printer instead. So let's see if I can block that as well. How many slots are there? Well, that took up the slot that the printer should sit on though. Yeah, this isn't really working that well. Maybe if I instead put in an OMSP that they are allowed to put down coffee cups on. Yeah, here's a counter one. So if I put one right there and maybe one right there, then those are going to be more attractive because they're going to be closer to the sofa. That should work, I think. So let's keep trying this. Right, how much do you have at your... Oh, you're only down 25%, so yeah. Is this calling? No, it was just a cup behind it, so it looked like it was. Yeah, I think it can just also use the bathroom, and then yeah, they don't need to be cleaned. Yeah. Things are actually very spotless still here. That's good. How about now? Yeah, now it needs to be cleaned. Okay, La Shawn is done. She's gonna stay until 4, so she can go ahead and keep working on the second one. And Chandler is also done, but I think he stops at 3. Yeah. So he can actually stop working. He can drink some coffee then before he needs to leave. So it's not been a lot, but they've earned some money at least today. What do we have here? So far it's yeah, about 1,200. So yes, I can ask him to leave. Apparently he's having a smoke break out here. And also Chandler, but I want to see where he puts down his coffee cup. Who else? Yeah, Beau also needs to leave. So I'm gonna make him unselectable. Lauren also needs to leave. So it's actually just going to be La Shawn and Malcolm staying 1 hour longer. Okay, good. It worked. So now we put down the cup here with the other cups. So that's better at least. So then he can clean that up. And I'm going to make him unselectable. And this is strange. Oh yeah, I think I've realized it several times, but I keep forgetting it. Because Lauren used to be a police officer, when I make her unselectable, she doesn't disappear because she's not technically banned at a lot. So I think I can actually use the sim blender to just clear off Lauren. Yeah, so the relationship started to climb a bit more, so that's good. Hopefully some quality time at home before the wedding is gonna do the trick, but yeah, things could be better for sure. On the other hand, La Shawn is still in love with him though, so that's not an issue. I do have 2 more office spaces here, so I could start thinking about if there's anyone else who wants to join the company as well. Now I have several of the young adult guys who are currently in the athletic career, but some of them have higher ambitions, so it's possible that Malcolm could employ one of them or several. Of course, he has his stepson, Gabriel, who could possibly be interested in the company. I don't remember if he... Yeah, and I'll have to think about that. It could be that he has a lifetime wish to be in the athletic career. But I'm pretty sure that Zachary Lillard wants to join the law career, so that could be a thing. And then he would be colleagues with La Shawn. Yeah, speaking of which, it's time for her to leave as well. And time for Malcolm to drive home. Good. So all in all, he earned, yeah, like 2,000 today. What was the 40 expenses? Oh yeah, it was the invisible stuff here. That's what it was. All right. Yeah. So go ahead and drive home, Malcolm. And we're back at the house with Jan. So she's going to spend the day here until the youngsters are back home. So I was actually trying to think up how to work with Randy's business to have him cater at the wedding, because it's going to be a church wedding. And what I've done to prepare the church for the wedding is in part to remove the buffet table, because I would like for his food to be, served. So of course he needs to get paid for the service, but I also think that they should pay for the food itself. And I was considering, having him cook up the food at the wedding venue, but that would just distract too much and be too much to take care of together with the ceremony and everything. So I opted out of that idea. So the food would have to be prepared before. So Randy would have had to cooked up the food in preparation for the wedding, but I haven't done that. And I've also already played with his household. So what I figured was that I want Jan to go to his business and buy some of the food that he has on display, and then they're going to serve that at the wedding. I think that is going to work the best this time. It might not be what I stick to in the coming weddings, whatever I decide. But it is a solution. And then that would mean that Randy actually gets money for the food itself, so he doesn't have to take that out of pocket. But then I'm also going to have Chandler pay him after. Randy is technically family, so I guess that he would be very open to just, give them that service for free, that he takes care of the dishes and everything during the wedding, and that he's, whatever he's supposed to do as a caterer. But I feel like Chandler and probably La Shawn as well, that they both would insist on paying him. They're both very, business minded. So I feel like they would, want things to be done properly, you could say. And it's not like they can't afford it either. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so one of Jan's hobbies is, of course, cooking. That's not her one true hobby, but that is the one that she for sure has the most enthusiasm in. Okay, so we have an error here with an Erica. Who is Erica? Is that the gardener? Yes, it is. So that's interesting. The gardener also got an error for some reason. I'm going to have to look into my logs after this to see what's going on there. Because I'm pretty sure I removed the mods that are not compatible with the gardening mod, but I must have missed one or two. Okay, so the dogs need more food as well. Okay, this is not gonna work. I don't know why this is here actually. It's not supposed to be. Oh, it's weeds. Okay. That's weird. Okay, when that was gone, it worked. So it looked like the weeds had transformed into flowers for some reason. Okay, interesting. Because I have a default replacement for my weeds. So this is what they look like instead. So it says pull grass instead. Maybe that's something as well. Okay, so just clean that up and fill the pet bowls. Okay, and they have bills, so I guess she can pay those as well. Yeah, so Jan is close both with Mary Sue Pleasant and with Dina Landgraab, so I guess, and also actually Cassandra. She's grown closer too. That's interesting actually, because Cassandra is about to take over her position as the principal at this school. So that might be an interesting friendship for her to pursue, actually. Because I'm sure that Jan would be very interested in sort of guiding Cassandra and try to influence things at the school still, even though she's not even close to being the principal anymore. Yeah, so why don't you just change into your everyday outfit? And yeah, I'm pretty sure Cassandra is at work though, but I can try and see. Maybe she has the day off or something. No, she's at work. Okay, she won't be home until 3. And that's around the time when they have to leave for the wedding as well. So I think that I'm going to have to put a pin in that. Right, so the kids took both cars. So she doesn't have a vehicle. Would she walk? I mean, she does have 3 dogs to take care of, but I mean, surely she couldn't take all 3 dogs to the business. It would be far too chaotic. No, but she would have to travel also with the food. So no, I don't think she would walk. She would have to call a taxi, I think. So I'm gonna have her do that. Call a taxi. Yeah, she's going alone. Okay, good. So you can go here. Right, and she's also gonna go to Randy's, so that's the second time today that we're visiting that lot. But oh, hi, Dina. Nice to see you. Actually, I probably should also look into the schedule for this gardener as well to see how often they come. Yeah, so here we are. Jan has arrived. And let's see here. So they're gonna have quite a few guests actually at the wedding. Let me actually count the ones that I have written down so far. Yeah, it's 21, counting everyone. But then I haven't considered if they want to add any friends into the mix. So each dish contains 6 servings. So I guess if I'm calculating it from 21 plus, it would be 24 is the closest multiple, and then it would be 4 plates of food. And then, of course, the wedding cake. I think I might count it like that because it's not always that they eat both cake and food after all. So I don't think I have to overdo it. But 4 plates of food sounds reasonable because then they can have like 1 salad, 1 of this fish, 1 of this fish, and then like the risotto or something. I think I'm gonna ignore these because I do think that I added a mod recently that allows them to like take these autonomously, like food from these plates. But I think it might be not the right situation for it this time. I don't know, maybe it will be. But anyway, now I've done this, and I think with the wedding cake as well, I think this is gonna be enough. Okay, so Randy's gonna greet Jan. I feel like that makes sense. So we can actually just have a little chat. Of course, she's telling him about the wedding and everything, what they need, what they expect from him, and so on. And of course, Randy is definitely a family man. He's excited about the wedding for sure. It's been a long time coming for Chandler and La Shawn to get hitched after all. I think he's been looking forward to that and to have more children eventually in the family as well. Actually, these two get along very well. I think it might be their interest in food because that's also what they're talking about. So yeah. That's actually something that could connect them very well since that's her biggest hobby now then, and his as well. They have a lot to talk about, no doubt. And of course, sports has been a big part of Jan's life as well, what with Komei's work with the soccer field and everything. But yeah, so I'm just gonna have her pay for the items. We also have Brandy here, actually. She can greet her. Now that she's out and about, why not take this opportunity to be a bit social, I guess? They're neighbors as well, and in a very similar age. And actually, Brandy has been working in the culinary business for a very long time, so I guess she also has interest in, in food. Looks like they're talking about the recent break-in in Brandy's house. Of course, that's something that would worry Jan as well, because they are neighbors and it's so close, and I guess she was also feeling like they were living in the safe part of town. Are you actually gonna tell Brandy about how you cheated? Yeah. I guess they're just gossiping about someone else. Yeah, I guess maybe they're still talking about, back when Daniel and Bella Goth was canoodling at her and the Komei's golden anniversary. Yeah, they both have sons at the university right now. So I guess they have that in common. Yeah, they are also close friends. It's Mike and Christopher, of course. All right, but I think that is enough for now. So she can go ahead and call the taxi again. Oh, does she have to do that from her cell phone? Let's go home. Can just interact a bit more with Randy. Complimenting him on the business. You can go outside. The taxi should be here. Yes, here it is. This is good. Now she doesn't have to carry all of that food home on foot. And we're back at the house again. Great stuff. So she's still feeling pretty fresh, actually. I'm just gonna have her use the bathroom first, and then maybe grab an espresso. Looks like the dogs are behaving so far. Oh, Isis has found a little pillow upstairs. And instead Cleo is sleeping here, or well, resting. And Isla is behaving with the chewing bone, apparently. That's good. Yeah, I'm actually really happy for Jan that Chandler and La Shawn ended up moving in here together with her, because it would have been a very lonely life for her otherwise in this very big house as well. I mean, the plan was always that Chandler would eventually take over this house, so that's no surprise, but I don't think I would have thought it would be this soon. Why is there a fire? Oh my god, are you burning it? You know what happened last time with Chloe? I don't know if this is a good idea. I've never seen them burn the leaf piles before, but I guess maybe that is part of the new mod then. Oh my god, okay. Are we gonna have a death here? I hope you're careful, Erica. Am I gonna have to worry about you now? Well, I guess she's a professional. She appears to know what she's doing. So far, nothing else has caught fire, but I'm very worried about her lighting this on fire, though, because the hot tub is right here. You're not gonna set fire to my hot tub, are you? I'm not sure how I feel about this part of the mod, to be honest. I actually only just got another mod by Epi that prevents fireplaces fires to spread. But I don't think it extends to leaf pile fires, though. I think that's another thing. Well, I can't deny that this is very efficient, though. This is so much quicker than if she would just go back and forth as they normally do. Okay, well, the hot tub was safe. That's good. And Jan is apparently very unbothered by all of this. Oh, and that was actually the last of it. So, well, yeah, efficient for sure. Yeah, so Jan is bonding a bit with Cleo, looks like. But why don't you also hang out a bit with Ayla? Oh, are you gonna sleep out here? That's strange. I mean, you can praise for staying off same beds, I guess, but you shouldn't sleep out in the road. Is this Webster? Yeah, one of the classic strays. Oh, okay, yeah, she's already well trained, looks like. Okay, she doesn't want to cuddle. I see. But now that the gardener isn't here anymore, let's call service. I didn't want to try it before because I didn't want to accidentally interfere with anything. But let's put the gardener on a daily schedule as well. Ooh, I see Alexander. This is interesting. Yes, I want to change the schedule to every day instead. Well, this is very interesting for sure because Jan has been trying to push Brittany and Alexander together for a very long time, and recently they have had a falling out after, Brittany has been flirting with other people, and it's not for sure what their relationship is gonna be moving forward. So I think that Jan would for sure snatch up Alexander here as quickly as she can and have a little chat. For sure. Interestingly enough, she has a slight dislike of him, but I think that she would definitely try to, put herself in his good graces and, try to sing Brittany's praises if she can. I don't know how much she can actually influence, but oh, why are you back? Or maybe it was because I changed the schedule and then it sort of reset. But you shouldn't have anything to do though. I don't think. Oh yeah, that was also part of the mod that, if they don't have anything to do, they will arrive anyway, and then they will sort of look at the plants and realize that they don't need to do anything, and then they're going to leave again. That makes sense. Well, it looks like they're having a really dry conversation about the weather so far, but yeah, speaking of the weather, since I have manually changed it from autumn to winter, I don't think the temperature is going to be able to keep up with a quick change. So it's probably going to be a very warm winter this year for Pleasantview. No, I don't think she would crack a joke. She would tell a story though. Fame, yes, that sounds perfect. So she's having a lot of thoughts about being angry with Lauren. Of course, Lauren attacked her. Oh, he didn't like that. They normally always like the stories. Okay, that's interesting. But yeah, Lauren recently attacked her actually. Is she very furious with her? Yeah, she is actually. Okay, so she detests Daniel, Bella, Lauren, and she actually also dislikes like Christy and Dirk for some reason. And Kennedy, okay, well, that is interesting. Yeah, because Lauren attacked her at the Burb household when she was invited over together with Brandon as well, when they agreed to just be friends. Because she had seen them flirting. So, wow, they're showing really nice expressions for each other here. What on earth did she say to him? Let's just try to end this on a friendly note. Well, the Goths are known for being grouchy after all, so I guess that makes sense. Yeah, this is going better. And just as I said that, things are going downhill. Okay. Well, I don't know how successful that was, but I think she can say goodbye to him now. I guess maybe he's not very easily persuaded. He's very logical and intelligent. I think for sure he would see through what she's doing at once. as soon as she tries something like this. Okay. Yeah, I think she can take another coffee just to keep her energy up. It's gonna be a long evening after all. Oh, apparently the dog needs a bath as well. Okay, and she's actually also gonna go out and pee. How well trained are you? You could actually do with a praise as well, so maybe I can just hold off with the coffee for now. Yeah, good dog. This is actually also a good spot for her to use. So great. Well, I guess Jan can give her a bath then. Oh, does the other dogs also need baths? No, not really. It's just Cleo. As I'm looking at this, I've actually realized that the doors are sitting a bit strangely. I know that since I renovated this house, I have changed around how I want my doors to move. Maybe that's why. But I actually prefer them to sort of move into a wall. That makes more sense to me. So this door, for example, is going to swing open like this. And I feel like that makes less sense than if it would swing open to the wall. So I'm going to move it around like that. Same thing with this door as well. And since I want them to mirror each other, I'm going to move that one as well. This one is fine. It's in the middle of the room. This one is also strange. So this makes more sense. And this one is also fine. Yeah, that's what I've realized down the line, that I actually prefer with the doors. So it makes more of a difference when you have walls up when you play like I do. You know, if they're half down like this, you're not really going to see the doors anyway. So let's see if she actually comes. She's almost fully trained for bath time as well. But okay, no, she's not going to come. And then Jan is going to walk all the way downstairs, and then it's going to be interrupted. So I might as well just interrupt it now and ask her again. What now? No. Let's do this again then. Okay, now. Perfect. Yeah, and we should have Chandler back home, right? Yeah. Okay, so he wants to bring a friend home, but I'm not interested in that, so I'm gonna say no. And let's see here. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to have him freshen up, but I also want to check out what his formal wear looks like, if I want to give him something new. Oh, you're stuck on the car. Okay, I'm gonna just move you then. Yeah, now it worked. Good. Great, and she didn't escape. Let's praise her. And that should take care of that, so she's fully trained as well. Hopefully. Yes, good. I think she's a genius, right? So that's why it's quick. Yeah. You can also use the bathroom then. And you can also change into your formal outfit. Chandler, you could... I don't think this is going to be usable. I can try it. Change into formal. I think the end of the bed is going to interfere. Yeah, exactly. It's in the way. So why don't you just gussy up and change into formal then? Okay, so this definitely does not look like a wedding suit. So I'm gonna see actually what they have in the wardrobe. Oh, this one is good. Yeah. Is a gray suit something he would wear though? I'm not sure if that suits him that well. I think actually maybe I mean, he is wearing a gray suit like this, but this is pinstripe, so I think that makes more sense. But I think, yeah, I think I want to look at another suit for him, so I'm gonna go shop online, buy clothing formal. All right, so what should he have? I think this is too old-fashioned for him. I think he would have something more modern. And I think that even though, he does want to look rich, wealthy, I think this might be a bit too old-fashioned as well. This is too modern though, I think. So something of a nice blend, maybe. Technically I could see him wear this, but I don't think that's gonna look very nice. This could be an idea. Maybe. Oh, this is very wealthy looking, isn't it? For sure not this. This is more Randy Lillard style. I think he still has that, unless I misremember. No, this looks too much like a school uniform, I think. And these ones are too much business, I think. This could work actually, because it looks modern with that bright colored tie. I could see him wear that. This could work as well, actually, with the blue. That one he already has in his wardrobe. I think he would rather wear a tie than a bow tie, so I don't think that these ones are gonna work either. So it might actually be that I go back to this one. Yeah, I actually feel like that could work better. So I'm actually gonna do that one, I think. So change, plan outfit, formal, and then let's see how the blue suit looks on him. La Shawn is back as well. That's perfect. So she also needs a shower first thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna work. Why do you have to keep making an angry face? Like mother, like son, huh? Yeah. Yeah, I think this is it. So then I'm probably gonna want to have a bluish dress for La Shawn as well, rather than a yellow toned one. Right, so you can actually serve up some espresso because I saw that La Shawn also needs some more energy before you leave. And then they can hopefully hang out a bit and rebuild their relationship slightly before they have to leave. Oh my god. Jan, what happened? I think she must have had another hairstyle for her formal outfit, but then I possibly changed it around or removed it or something. Let's change her appearance. Yeah, it's missing. I'm assuming I know which one it is, but I'm gonna have to scroll through a bit. Yeah, here it is. So I think this is the correct color. Or does she have brighter hair, maybe? It's not this, is it? I actually think that's closer, so I'm gonna go with that one. There we go, that looks better. Okay, I actually didn't remember that you had this red outfit on, but it really suits her. I thought she would have that one with, the cape on top, but maybe I'm thinking of Mary Sue, actually. Right, yeah, you can... you don't really need to have coffee, so let's leave that for La Shawn. Okay, well, let's buy you some wedding clothes. All right, so let's see. All of those look nice. I think she would have something more like, slim mermaid shape rather than a poofy skirt like this. This is a more yellowish tone, so that's not going to work, but this is more cold white. So that's going to work with Chandler's blue a lot better. Something like this. This was actually really nice. I like the neckline and then the back of it as well. Then I'm gonna keep looking if I find the perfect one. This is really beautiful. This used to be Angela Pleasant's wedding dress when Ricky left her at the altar, actually. It's very beautiful. So, I mean, yeah, that could work as well. But I think since I have such strong emotions about this dress after Angela wore it, I think maybe I should pick another one for La Shawn. Yeah, and this was Tosha's wedding dress, actually, when she got married to Randy. No, I think actually the dress that I saw and pointed out at the start was the best one. I think it was the one before this. Yeah. I think I like this one the best, actually. So let's get that one. And let's just have her change, or well, plan outfit formal first, of course. Yeah, that's beautiful. But I do think that I would like her to have something else as a hairdo then, if I can figure something out. But of course, since it's a wedding, I guess you could say that she has hair extensions as well, if I want her to have something longer than this. Well, that's pretty. I don't want to change it too much because I still want it to feel and look like her. Oh, this could work as well, of course. Do I still have the wedding veils? I think maybe I've gotten rid of them, unfortunately. Let's see if I can find something here. No, apparently I don't have them anymore, I don't think. I think that these are just, yeah, like freckles and stuff. Yeah, I think it should show in the thumbnail if it was. And these are just eye lenses. So no, it's not. Okay. Well, unfortunately, I feel like only having this changes her look too much. So it doesn't feel like her anymore. I mean, this is pretty plausible, and I feel like I mean, I could change out her hair completely and say that she actually grew it out for the wedding as well. That's also an option. You know what? This might be it. It's the right length. It is more formal because it has this like pearl hair clip at the top. And it looks styled. So I think that this might be the one that I go with because it still looks like La Shawn when I look at her. Yeah. I think I'm going with that. How about the makeup? Do I want to change something out? Maybe I want the lipstick to be more dark or something. Yeah, I think that might work. What jewelry do you have? There's something lighting up here. Oh, it's a necklace. Don't see anything though. Don't know what that is. For some reason they have something. Okay. But yeah, I think that that is gonna work. Yeah, she's looking pretty. I'm pleased with that. Okay, why don't you grab some coffee then? And then I can have the two of them interact a bit, and then they're gonna have to leave for the wedding venue. You have to do that and be in the way. Okay, good, now it worked. So one of the things that's a bit sad with La Shawn and Chandler getting married is that she's not going to be La Shawn Cameron anymore. It's a very epic superstar kind of name, I feel like. But now she's going to be La Shawn Tellerman then. I feel like they would do that in this case. Okay, so that helped a little bit, but I think I'm going to also bump it up a bit as well, just so that you don't get instantly exhausted when they arrive. So let's see then if they can just, yeah, hang out a bit, hopefully bring that romance back before they have to leave. Okay, good. Now she has her crush back. That's perfect. Yeah, so looks like things stabilized Thank God. So I think they're actually ready to go. So I'm gonna have Chandler drive, and let's take this car. All right, and we're arriving. So we already have Christy here at the lot, since it's her ownable lot. And I guess they're gonna start by just greeting her. Apparently also another sim that Chandler finds more attractive than his soon-to-be wife. But okay. The first thing I'm gonna do actually is to go in here and game options, turn off free will. Because we're gonna have a ceremony and I don't want to deal with them doing stuff I don't want them to do. So as for example, La Shawn wants to play the piano at first, but no, I don't want her to do that. Great. So let's just have Chandler greet Christy first off, and then the others can meet her as well. Then La Shawn can greet her too. And finally Jan, who apparently dislikes her. Okay then. Well, then it's just throwing the party. But before I do that, I want to also consider if there's any friendships here that I've forgotten about that I should include. So it looks like actually Chandler is close with Oliver Bertino as well. That I hadn't even taken into consideration. But I know I am going to invite over Beau. And Beau is going to be the pianist, actually. So he's also going to be getting a little something. And of course, both Beau and Oliver lives together with Brittany. So it would make sense, actually, that Oliver is also arriving. So I'm going to add him into my list here. Then he is apparently also friends with Orlando, Oliver's older brother. But that's pretty much it for Chandler. So if I do invite Orlando, that would also mean that he brings his wife, Lucy. So I'm going to have to also just check La Shawn. Right now, she's the closest with Angela and Brittany, actually, and that makes sense. She has started to grow a bit close with Marsha, looks like, but I don't think that she would invite her. She's not really friendly with Orlando or Lucy, looks like, but I mean, since she doesn't really have any other friends than I've already taken into consideration, yeah, I think I could invite over Lucy and Orlando as well, because I did take into consideration three more sims than I had written down for the food, so I can do that. So Orlando and Lucy. Good. So I can just show you my spreadsheet, what I have planned out. So this is the wedding that we're gonna host now. So the pianist is gonna be Beau, and Rick is gonna come over as well to be the photographer, but he's also gonna attend the wedding together with Chandler and La Shawn's colleague, Phoenix. And then I don't think they would have a band, actually. For sure, they couldn't have Lilith and Ophelia because Chandler and Lilith have always been mortal enemies. So that's not going to work. And I don't feel like they would hire Amin and Jason. I feel like they would feel like, you know, just the music from the stereo is going to be good enough for them. But then Randy is going to be the caterer. So these are the guests as well that I'm going to go ahead and invite. So I actually really like doing this, just so that I can prepare it in advance. And yeah, because otherwise it's so easy to forget someone when you're actually inviting over the guests, I feel like. So yeah, that's really neat to have. All right then, well, so I'm gonna go ahead and click on Chandler and throw party. And that's something I can do because I have a mod that enables parties on community lots. It's gonna be a wedding party. yeah, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and start inviting the people in my list here. Yeah, that's everyone actually. It's just one person that I can't invite because Chandler doesn't know him, and that is his little nephew, it becomes. Tomoe, Lillard. So Aiden he did know, but not Tomoe. So I'm gonna have to summon Tomoe over as well. So I'm gonna click OK here. And I'm gonna be very careful about the time because when the sims are gonna start to spawn in part it's gonna start to lag because it's gonna load in so many sims. And also they're gonna start to disappear because I have set the visitor controller to dismiss everyone. So as soon as they start to appear here at the portal, I'm gonna have to be quick and pause and then make them selectable. Actually, I think it's starting now. I can see some things here, but yeah, I think I need to play time for a little bit. Okay, the shadows are in. I think I might be able to start, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to chance it for a little bit more. Yes, this is gonna make it a lot easier. Okay, so I have Lauren, Aiden, Christopher, Brittany. I think that was all of them there. Yeah, I think that's everyone selectable now. Good. I'm also gonna take a look at what they're wearing. This looks good. I'm fine with that, but I do think that I must have forgotten to change Lauren out of her wedding dress, so that's gonna have to be changed. But besides that, I think it looks fine. So you have to let's just do plan outfit formal and see what I can change her into. I'm very unhappy with all of those options actually. So I'm probably gonna have to just buy something new for her. Since I'm using the Gussie Up menu, it's gonna be free. I don't remember what she used to have before the wedding dress, but I mean, I feel like something like that would suit her, so let's just give her that one. Yes, that looks much better. Yeah, but other than that, I think it's fine. Of course, Dina has a very dramatic dress, but I feel like that is so Dina Landgraab, so she's gonna have to just keep that one. Yeah, that should be everyone then. So I'm just gonna have to summon in Tomoe, and I have the sim blender here. There we go. Make selectable, and then he also has to change into his formal. Good. So we can take a look at the changes here. I've actually put in an invisible fence here and then some invisible OMSPs here to hopefully block them from going under the stairs, because that used to be what they did when they congregated around this. So let's see if that makes a change. I've also removed the buffet table to have this one instead. So this is where I'm gonna place all of the plates that Jan got from Randy's shop. And then actually this room, I'm gonna, with Christy. Oh, it's already locked actually, but I'm gonna give a key to Randy, wherever he is, Randy Lillard. So then only Randy and Christy can actually enter into that room. Besides that, this looks the same, but I have also changed around some things here for the church. So it used to be some like stone fencing around here, but I have noticed for a long time that whenever the Sims get married with this arch, only the Sims sitting like in the front row, like these seats here, have stayed seated, And my theory right now is that it's could be the fences interfering. So what I wanted to try out is to put some more seating closer to the front and also remove the fencing to see if that makes a difference. So I've added in quite a few seats here. So we're gonna have to see if that changes anything or not. Of course, these seats are gonna be absolutely horrible. But that's just how it is in churches, I feel like, though. Whenever I've been in a church in the past, I've always had really poor seats like this, I feel like. But yeah, so that should be it. So, well, first things first, of course, where is Beau? There he is. You are the pianist. So you're going to have to sit here and perform some jazz, I guess. Christy is going to have to stand here at the front. And Chandler, you're going to have to stand here at the front as well. And of course, Jan and Komei are going to have the best seats in the house. So let's put Komei here and Jan right next to him. Then I think we can put down Randy and Tosha here. And then, of course, the kids are going to sit next to their parents. And then we can have Lauren and Sophie. And then I guess we can have Brittany next to her mother. And Christopher. And also Adriana. There she is. Is there anyone that's part of family that I'm not thinking of? I think those are everyone. So let's start with them. Let's just take a few at a time because otherwise they might be interrupted when they are heading into the church. Okay, good. Okay, yeah, so these guys were interrupted. So let's have Christy walk over here and Chandler stand here. Okay, so then we should have some more guests sit down. So let's have Malcolm and Dina sit there. Yeah, and then we can have Angela and Zachary. And then, of course, Oliver we can have there as well. And then maybe Orlando next to him and Lucy. And yeah, we can have Phoenix here and Ricky next to him. Who am I missing then? No, actually, I think that was everyone. So it's just La Shawn that needs to walk up to the venue as well. Awkwardly enough, this is going to be the second wedding in very recent times that both Ricky and Angela are attending. So we're going to have to see if any old bad memories pop up. Okay. Sometimes they, for some reason, get interrupted before they sit down in these seats. I don't know why. Oh, good God. Tomma is actually missing. Oh, I think he might be locked in here. You know what? I'm just gonna move him. And then you can just sit down. Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to make out right next to the kids as well. We better get this ceremony started, I think. So La Shawn out here is ready to go. So let's just have her walk up to the doors. And then walk down the aisle. But Chandler is standing a little bit awkwardly, so I'm just gonna move him around a bit. Yeah, that's good. So he's standing there waiting. And La Shawn can walk up to the front. Right, so she's at the front of the church. And yeah, I'm just gonna have them get married now then. Christy, you can, yeah, I think she's probably gonna sit down and watch when they start. So yeah, let's see what happens with the guests, if they stand up and move around as they normally do, or if this has solved some things. No, they're still standing up and moving around, okay. But looks like they're actually sitting down now though. Okay. Yeah, well that's better. I feel like that's better that they're actually sitting down instead, even though they're moving places somewhat. Okay. Yeah, but the ceremony is starting here. Can you guys please watch instead? Oh, hi, Tosha. Okay, great. They went through with it. That's awesome. So La Shawn is now La Shawn Tellerman. I'm actually gonna go ahead and change that in my spreadsheet as well before I forget to do that. So let's see. She should be under C. There. And she is married. Then I can sort by family name, A to Z. And I'm gonna have Chandler down here as well. So he is married now to La Shawn Tellerman. Good. That's perfect. So the next step is for Ricky to take some wedding pictures. And yeah, I think I have the camera in his inventory. Yes, I do. So he can take some nice big pictures. Why don't you put that right there? And then, oh, is there a photo in there? Sell photo, I guess so. Okay, shoot picture. Is portrait or landscape best? Probably portrait, right? And I think normal is gonna be the best. So let's just have him do that. And yes, meanwhile, Chandler and La Shawn should stand here under the arch. And yeah, kiss. If they can. Okay, why don't you... Yeah, let's do a dance dip kiss. Komei, you can actually move away, because otherwise you're gonna be in the picture. Okay, but this is great. But I need to turn them slightly, because this is not a good position for it. So let's see what I can do. Is this correct? No, I feel like I'm not getting... Yeah, this is correct. I don't feel like it looks good anyway. Maybe I turned them too much. I think maybe it should be like this. I also feel like it's not perfect, so maybe I should turn the snapping off. Is this it? I think that's it. How about now? And then let's see if I can position the camera well. And I'm zooming out a bit. I'm I mean, all of that work, but I don't feel like that looks the way I want it to look. So maybe I want to do another kiss after all. Okay, so let's see if they can do a tender kiss. Then I have to turn them again. Yeah, I think that looks good. So let's try this again. Okay, I hope that went well. Okay, yeah, so Ricky is getting the picture. Nice. And then I'm pretty sure they should be able to just take the picture. Yeah. So let's see what it looks like. Yeah, I think that's fine. Looks like a nice wedding picture. So I'm gonna put that in Chandler's inventory. Oh, and actually, yes, Ricky needs to have the camera in his inventory then. Nice. All right. So what I'm gonna have to do now is go with Christy and unlock this door so they can actually go here. And then I'm gonna have Komei toast for the newlyweds. And I think that should trigger almost everyone to also attend the toast. So that should move them into this house instead, hopefully. Yeah, looks like it. Just that they're all waiting for him to get there, looks like. So maybe I can hurry this along a little bit by moving him. Yeah, now they're all moving. Good. Does that also include the children? Yeah, it does actually. But Beau, you can stop playing the piano now. Yeah, and I think some of them... Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on the routing here if everyone is arriving safely. They have a lot of staircases to work with here, so hopefully. Erin looks like she's stuck. Yeah. Can she... No, she can just dispose, so go here then. Wow, Aiden is being shooed away all the time. Okay, Phoenix. Okay, no, but it's working for him still. They do have quite a few staircases to work with, so hopefully for most it's working. Okay, who else? Is there anyone still here? No, the church is empty. Perfect. Then I'm gonna have Christy lock this door instead. Lock for all sims. Because otherwise when I turn free will on again, they're all gonna flock into the church. Okay, so have they had their toast already? Not sure actually, because Komei is not doing anything anymore, but maybe Jan, you can toast to the newlyweds instead then. Because now everyone is here anyway. Actually, Christy, I think you are in the way. Can you move? Also, she's changed out of her priest outfit because now it's party time. Okay, can you toast now then? Okay, good. Now they're actually toasting. That's nice. And I think that Chandler is gonna try to kiss La Shawn. If they can reach each other. Can you... No, you can't move, but I can move you out of the way. Oh, was it interrupted? Okay, of course. Let's just have them kiss anyway then. Oh, that's nice. Right, and let's go ahead and cut the wedding cake. Start with that. And I'm actually gonna go ahead and turn free will on now. Of course, and the first thing La Shawn is trying to do is clean up. No, actually, let's have Randy do that then. Actually, looks like all of them are sort of stuck on the toast interaction, so I'm gonna cancel that out for them. Okay, hopefully that should do the trick. Her hand is stuck in the toasting. But I don't want to interrupt this moment, so it's probably going to look a bit weird, but that's how it is. I was wondering if Chandler is going to be nice, but no. I think they're a very playful couple, actually. So it makes sense. Right, so the guests, they're gonna go ahead and take cake on their own. But I don't think it's gonna be enough cake for everyone, so gonna have to bring out the food soon as well, I think. Yep, and that was the last of the cake. So, oh, Randy's actually eating, I think. Yeah, he's gonna eat. So I'm gonna leave that on the table then. But where is Jan? She has the food. So let's bring out 3 of the plates. Oh, I can actually bring out all of them at once, but then this one has... Oh, not that one. If I start with this one... And I'm clicking the M key to change position where it's sitting. Then I can use the M key again. Yeah, and that looks good actually. Then all of them can be out for the guests to enjoy. Tosha, what are you doing? Oh, she's gonna serve. Well, that's not really what I wanted you to do though. Is it served now? Yeah. So I guess maybe when it's these, someone actually has to serve all of them for them to recognize them. And then put it back down. And then you can take this again. Oh, Malcolm is going to serve that one then, so let's finish with this one. There we go. So now all of the dishes are served, so the guests should be able to just grab whatever they want. Yeah, looks like they're starting. And the dinner here looks like it's going well. And then, yeah, when Randy is done, I'm gonna use this new duty thing and ask him to tidy up. That should work for the catering part of this. Yeah, both Chandler and La Shawn have eaten. So I think that actually... Oh, Phoenix and Zachary up here playing apparently. But I was thinking turning on the stereo and then they can start up the dancing. Apparently we have some impromptu band playing up here then. Maybe I should have removed the instruments actually and put them in Christy's inventory before this. Oh well. Where is La Shawn? There she is. Go here. Oh, okay. For some reason they are very insistent in cleaning up. Actually, I might be able to do that now that I think about it. To just remove the temptation of the instruments. What are you doing? No, don't play that. Good. And then Christy can have the drum set and the other instruments as well. And yeah, that should also give more room to actually dance. It's muscle? No? Can't you just... Oh, you can join dance, okay. Oh, this was probably a mistake because now it's gonna be stuck in the funny expression. No, okay, good, it didn't stick. Perfect. Then he can actually... Oh yeah, introduce to Lucy, why not? Good. And then why don't you dance classic? No, that's nice. Where is Komei? Okay, he's still eating, so that's good. Yeah, Randy, you need to duty, tidy up. And I mean, Dina, you could probably go upstairs and dance with Malcolm. Jan, did you just go upstairs and turn off the stereo? Why are you so grouchy, Jan? My god. That's not okay. Yeah, you can also dance classic then. Orlando can dance with Lucy. You can, yeah, greet your grandchild. Okay, they can't dance together, apparently. Oh, why are you still doing that? I thought I told you to tidy up. Go here. I think I have to just keep my eyes on Randy for a bit to make sure he actually does what he's told. No, okay, it's not working for some reason. Okay. Amazing. That's what I get for not testing out mods before I start things. I'm just gonna do it manually then. Maybe it doesn't work on community lots or something. Oh, and of course he's using this. Maybe I should have put in a dishwasher, and that would be more attractive to use, and that would actually make him come in here and do the dishes. Well, trial and error, trial and error. Okay, so Beau is interacting a bit here with Ricky. It's interesting. Of course, Ricky's partner, Phoenix, has been trying to befriend Beau. I think that maybe he has been telling him about him a bit, but okay, they don't get along first thing, so I see. Oh, yeah, okay. Phoenix is up here, and of course he hates Angela, and Angela hates him back, and it's a drama over Ricky, of course, old drama that is. So I think he's just gonna avoid her and maybe go find the boy instead. But so far Angela and Ricky have stayed away from each other, that's good. They still dislike each other though. Yeah, I do think that this is running smoother, even though Randy was a bit late with cleaning up. But I remember other weddings that I've had issues that they're starting to try to find other places to eat, like upstairs and such, because all of the seats are taken by the plates. So a dedicated person to clean up the plates is actually a good thing, I think. That was a good change. Looks like some of them are coming down for second servings. That's nice. So maybe I should switch this up and make it a slow dance instead. Oh, yeah, she's very tired. I know, La Shawn. They're gonna have to call it a night soon, but at least they should be able to slow dance first. Okay, Komei, stop it! Don't turn off the music! My goodness. Komei is being a little pest. Oh my goodness. Chasing someone to zap them. I think he got someone. He got Jan. Oh well. Yeah. I think that's good enough. It's very late. And I'm pretty sure we can get this party ended here. So I'm just gonna ask them to, drive home. And the guests can leave at their own time. Oh, looks like we have Sophie and Ricky talking in a corner here. Why have you been standing here like the whole... Oh, are you stuck on the window? Did I put her on the window? I'm so sorry, Christy. Oh, she's been stuck here all night. That was my bad. Okay, now she can eat at least. Gotta be careful when you move Sims around, they can get stuck on things. And we're back again. So it's actually past 6 p.m. So they've already aged once. So it's safe for me to mess around with the time of day, because I feel like it shouldn't be this early now that they've all been gone. So I'm actually gonna put it to, I think I'm gonna have to, yeah, if I put it to 2, oh, sorry, of course not like that, set hour 2, it's still gonna be Thursday. So I'm gonna have to change it manually then. Or maybe I should just set it to like 11. Not to have to care about that, because then it's gonna be late anyway, but not, yeah, it's not gonna mess with anything. And I also don't want to mess with, you know, the weather and everything as well. So, yeah, La Shawn is extremely tired, but I think I want her to stay up for a little bit longer, so I'm gonna actually have her make espresso. Jan is also very tired, but I also want her to go to bed at once, so I'm gonna have to just send her to bed. Chandler didn't get stuck on the car this time, so that's good. But he needs to take care of payments here now. So I'm gonna send him to the computer. And if I take a look here at what I had the booking fees here. So 500 is gonna go to Christy for the venue and the wedding cake and that. Then 200 is gonna go to Beau for being the pianist. 200 is gonna go to Ricky for being the photographer, and 200 to Randy for the catering. And of course, they already paid for the food as well. So I'm just going to use Monique's computer for him to do that. So it's going to be bank online. Actually, it needs to pay the bills as well. So let's start with that. And then transmit money to household funds. And let's start with Christy. Right, so there she is. And then it's going to be bank online. Oh, yeah, he has to finish the interaction before I can do it again. So let's start with Beau. Then we should have Ricky here somewhere. And there he is. Okay, where are you going? No, you don't need to brush your teeth. But you do need to plan your formal outfit, because you shouldn't have the wedding dress. So this one was what she had before, so I'm gonna put her back in this. And I'm also gonna gussy her up again to change appearance. So I think I want her to have, if I just do this and then change her whole hairstyle once and then change it back, then all outfits should be included. And then if I take this, yeah, perfect. And then, I mean, I was gonna change back her lipstick, but I actually think that this looks great on her. So I'm gonna let her keep that darker lipstick actually. Good, and then it's gonna be Randy. There is. Good, so then I can go ahead and mark that green in my spreadsheet as well to mark that I have paid as well. Perfect. So yeah, what was I thinking about other than that? Actually, I think I was just thinking that they should have their wedding night. So Chandler, oh yeah, he also has to plan his formal outfit to get back into the sort of pinstripe suit he had before. I think that actually suits him better when it's not like his own wedding. Let's get back into that one. And then, yeah, let's do this properly and change into underwear for once. And just relax on the bed. You shouldn't go in there, La Shawn. This is where you should go. There. And also change it to your underwear. And then relax. What are you doing? No, brush teeth wasn't what I wanted you to do. I wanted you to relax on the bed. Well, I mean, La Shawn is very ready to have a child. I think she's had this locked in for many sim days now. So that should be years, really. And she has 22 days until she's an elder, so she is not freshly young, that is. And Chandler is actually also pretty, he lived some days here, so he has 25 days left. He does not have the want to have children, though. But I feel like this is their wedding night, so I guess they can do a try for baby. But let's see what happens. I feel like that makes sense at this point. Oh, and actually also I want to put in the wedding photo somewhere. What would be a good spot for it? Yeah, maybe in the office here could be a good spot. So I'm just gonna temporarily turn on the lights in this room. And then if we take this, yeah, looking good. I think that's a good spot for it, so let's keep that. Yeah, so far, no love for Chandler, but yeah. He went through with the ceremony anyway, so I guess maybe he's, logically ready to settle. They've been together for a long time after all. It'll be interesting as well to see if this changes anything for how flirty he is as well. Because, yeah, maybe if he is actually married, that's going to stop him more or something. I don't know. He's tied down now anyway, so yeah. And since I don't have any sound on, I won't know if this worked or not. So we're going to have to see eventually if La Shawn got pregnant or not. But it has moved over to Friday. So that was the end of this episode. And yeah, Chandler has finally gotten married. It was a long time coming now. They've had a very steady relationship for a while, and having seen them interact so much at Landgraab Industries as well, I feel like they are very established at this point. So it was nice to see them finally do it. So yeah, before I end this episode, I want to just draw your attention to something coming up in the autumn, and that is the Sims Machinima and Animation Convention, or SMAC for short. I have actually decided to attend this year and have my own panel where I answer questions about my machinima projects. And yeah, I would really love it if you could help me out with something, and that is to submit questions for me to answer during that panel. And you can do that until June 1st. That's when the submissions close on their website. But I'm going to leave a link to the submissions page in the video description. And if you could go on there and ask me something about machinima and what I'm doing, and also leave some questions for the other amazing creators on there as well. I know they would appreciate it just as much as I will. That would be amazing if we would be willing to do that. And yeah, I'm also excited to partake more this year and to figure out how to film my own panel as well. It's going to be an interesting experience. So yeah, thank you so much for watching this video as well. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye.